Hello, my lovelies. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Oh, happy cold Wednesday. I am so cold. It's ridiculous. I'm proper. It feels like it's winter. Winter's arrived, hasn't it? Definitely. Yeah, it's I don't know what it's like by you, but it's freezing here. It is. I've got the heating on, but this room has got no heater, and it's freezing. A proper little cold thing. Hi Anne, how are you, lovely? My cold has also made a reappearance. I thought I was over it, and it's come back with a vengeance today, and I'm feeling grouchy because I'm feeling sorry for myself, but never mind. Hi Leslie, hi Sue, hello my darlings. You're all coming online, which is fabulous. We are almost ready for the retreat. We've just got to wait for the van to arrive tomorrow, and then we can get it all packed, but everything is done. We are ready. We're ready for you all. So, yeah. Carol, you've got a cold as well, so you don't feel so good. No, there's a lot going around. Josh has had one. Alex has had one. Rory's had a cold. The baby's had a cold. Little man Jonah's had a cold as well. So, yeah, everybody's had a cold. And I thought I had it last week. I thought I got away with it being very mild, but it's come back with a bit of a vengeance today, and I'm feeling rough. So, hi Jackie, hi Lindy Lou, hello my darlings. So, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to make one of these. Okay, we are going to make a little tray pouch. Okay, it's a really nice, easy little make. I don't do a lot with zips because zips are not my favourite, but I've done it and I'm quite pleased with it. It's come together quite well. I don't know what it is about zips. I just hate putting zips in. I really do. I don't know about you guys. But actually, I'm really pleased with this. It's come out really well. Hi, Amanda. How are you, lovely? I'm going to go over to the overhead so you can see this. Michaela, you've had no heating for 2 weeks. You finally got it fixed today. Oh, thank goodness, love. Because that would be awful. Oh, I don't know how you'd have managed with that heating at the moment. So this little zipper pouch. You've got a nice little zip on the top. I've had this zip for ages, this little rainbow one. I think I bought it at one of the shows. I know where I bought it from. I bought it from the Quilt Shop. They're an online place, but they do a lot of the shows. And I bought it from the Quilt Shop, and they do these lovely, like, funky zips with, like, funky little zip pulls and everything. So, little tray pouch like that, which opens up nice and wide like that, and you can get so much stuff in. I've deliberately played around with the sizing so I can get it fits my rotary cutter and it fits pencils. You know, it's a really good size. This would be really good as a pencil case. Keep all your crochet hooks and all in, all your crafting bits. It's also a really good one, I think, you know, as like a makeup bag or a toiletry bag. You could do that as well. I've used this is the Teddy and the Bears. Let me just come to this one a second. You can see this is the Teddy and the Bears range. I love this musical with that sort of like David Bowie stripe on it. I think it's gorgeous. And I decided to put the bears on the inside because I wanted to see their little faces when we opened them up. So yeah, I'm loving this fabric. It's not on the website yet. It is in the shop. I just haven't had a chance. Hi Lynn, hi Maria, hi Claire, hi Cheryl. Sorry, I think I've missed a few of you. Hello, my darlings. Sorry, somebody else said something as well. There was a comment there I missed. Let me just scroll back a second. Janice, that happened to you as well. You thought you'd had it was over and it came back worse. Oh, please don't tell me it's going to be worse. I thought I'd got over it, and I've got to be fit and well for the retreats. So you need one of these, don't you? You absolutely need one of these, Lindy Lou. Definitely have a little go at make one. Hi Julie, hello lovely. So lots of you coming online. So we're going to make another one tonight. I'm going to show you how to do it. So you're going to have to excuse me because I'm going to have to blow my nose at times as well because I'm very, very, very snuffly. So I'm going to try and do that now, which means I won't have to do it for a little while. So you are going to need 2 pieces of fabric. You can get this out of a long quarter. Okay, so I've got I'm using the Shake Shack fabric again. These are the ones that are the really funky. Do you remember we did a little bag with it with all the burgers and everything? This is the Moda range. I think it's called Shake Shack. It's on the website, but I'm using the donut one for the outer, and I'm going to use this little like hundreds and thousands one for the lining. And I've got a rainbow zip for this one. Okay, you love the fabric and the zip. Ah, thanks. Yeah, I'm a massive fan of this range. I think it's gorgeous. So you will need 2 pieces that are, and I've written it all down. So you will need 2 outers. Actually, the outer and the lining are exactly the same size. So you need 2 outers, which are 13.5 by 6 3/4. So 13.5 by 6 3/4. Okay, exactly the same for the lining. So 2 of them, 13.5 by 6 3/4. Okay, and you want a 12-inch zip. Okay, now this was on a roll, so I had to put the zip pull on myself. If you're going to use zip on a roll, okay, you need to make sure that you put the little zipper stopper things on, the little metal bits, because of how this is constructed. Okay, if not, just use a standard zip, which is 12 inches long. Okay, so first things first, the other thing you'll need is some interfacing. Let me just put this aside a second. Now I've already put the interfacing on for ease. Your interfacing needs to be very slightly smaller. Your interfacing wants to be 12.5 by 5 3/4. Okay, so basically just a little bit smaller. Okay, so can you see? So I've got about 1/2 inch all the way around. I've used an iron-on interfacing, and I've already fused that with, you know, centrally. So we're going to take the first outer like that, and we're going to make some measurements on the long side. Now I've just realised I'm zoomed in a little bit too much. Oh, we might be all right actually. Give me just a second, guys. I'm just going to zoom out a weeny bit, just so that we might be able to see the whole thing a little bit better. There we go. Hopefully that will be a little bit easier. So on the one of the long sides, okay, you want to measure, hang on, I've got the measurements written down so I remembered. You want to measure 2 3/4 inches. So from the left hand corner here, I'm going to measure 2 3/4 inches down. So 2.5, 2 3/4, and make a mark like that. And then from the other side, we're going to do exactly the same. So 2 3/4 and make a mark like that. Okay. Now these 2 marks are going to be important for your zip. Okay. Oh, can you have a couple of those rainbow zips, please? Oh, I haven't got any, my lovely. They're not in the shop. I bought these. I bought them at one of the shows because I loved them. It's not something. Try the quilt shop online, Tembi. Okay. So you want to put those marks there. The other thing I've just realised, before we do that, we need to put a zipper end on this zipper. So I'm going to put this aside, and what have I done with that? I cut the zipper end. What have I done with it? Where's it gone? Oh no! I've lost my little zipper. I cut the fabric ready. Oh, I'm going to have to cut another one. Hang on, guys. I'm going to have to cut another one. I've lost the little piece of fabric. For my zipper end, it's a 2 inch by 2 3/4. So I'm just going to have to cut another one. Hi, Jules. How are you, lovely? Hi, Wendy. Hi, Eileen. Hello, my darlings. Sorry if I've missed anybody. I don't know what I've done with that piece of fabric. I've lost it. Right. I want a little piece that is 2 inches by 2 3/4 inches. Like that. Let me have to cut another one. I'll find it. The minute I start clearing up later, I'll find it, won't I? So this is going to be the zipper end. Okay, it's going to be this piece that sits on the end here. All right. First thing we're going to do is we're going to just iron over a little hem about what's that? Just over 1/4 inch. Just iron over a little hem to start with on one of the short edges, the 2 inch edges. Okay, now we're going to put this, not the folded end, the other end. So I'm working on the end opposite the pull. Okay, so the bottom of the zip. I'm going to put this edge here on the end of the zip like that. Now I don't want my zip and my needle to hit that metal anywhere. So what we're going to do is we're just going to check first of all that's going to be right. Is that going to, oh no, I've got it slightly, hang on, I'm just going to have to trim the zip just a little bit. There we go. I'm going to have to trim that down because I was just going to hit the metal pull. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch just the other side. So there's the metal bit there. I want to stitch just the other side of it. Okay, and I'm just going to check that that fits again. So it's got to go over like that and over like that, and it will. Okay, so if just double check, you might need to trim your zip down just a weeny bit on that end to make sure this fits. Okay, and we're going to stitch across here. Now what I've done is just creased it about 1/4 inch below the metal bit. That's what you want to do. Okay, so raw edge against the raw edge of the zip, right side's touching the top of the zip, and we're going to stitch down across here. Okay, now just make sure that's in the center, which it is. Oh, I'm all fingers and thumbs tonight. I really am. It's because I've got a lot of lemsip running around my body. And I'm going to stitch across there, okay? So we're going to go over to the machine. Hi Liz, how are you, lovely? There we go. And we're just going to stitch across this here. But I just wanted to make sure, you want to make sure that you're not hitting that metal, all right? There we go. Okay. Back over here. Like that. So again, just made sure I've stayed away from the metal. And then I'm going to fold, fold it up like that and flip it. And then I want to fold the edges in there and there. In fact, it's easier to iron them on. You're with me so far? So I've folded it up like that. And then I want to fold these edges in. And this is a little bit fiddly. I think this is why I don't like zips. I don't do fiddly stuff. Here we go, like that. Give that an iron and fold this edge in here and give that an iron like that. Okay, and then this one is going to come down like that. And I've messed that up. What have I done? Oh, guys, sorry, my brain is not working tonight. 2 seconds. Did I stitch down too far? Oh, I did as well. Hi, Moira. Sorry, right. Let's start that again. I'm going to unpick that bit because I didn't actually stitch on the line. I stitched a 1/4 inch away from the line and now it won't fit. This is why I don't do zips. It worked perfectly when I did it on the other one. Right, 2 seconds. Let me just unpick that. Right. Start again. Start again. Come on. Right. Yeah, look, that's the line I marked, and I stitch a 1/4 inch down. Done. Okay, let's try again. I'm going to mark the line with the pen, and then I might remember what I'm doing, where I want to go. I want to go on that line there. There it is. not down there, a 1/4 inch. Right, okay, let's start again. I'm going to stitch that on. Oh, today is not go. Actually, today is going well. I'm really happy with, you know, all the progress. We're ready for the retreat. We're ready much earlier than I thought we were going to be, which is good. But I'm not happy I've got a cold. Right, there we go. Now that's going to work. God, I'm such an idiot sometimes. And now when that folds down, that's right. Okay, so fold those edges in again. Like that, just give that a good crease. So when I fold, give that a press like that. There we go. So when I fold that over now, oh good God, I made hard work of that. It meets and it's as it should be. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to stitch just a square. Okay, stitch around that as a square. Okay, make sure that's all nice and neat. So back to pretending like I know what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing, I promise. Just an idiot. So I've been doing a lot of half square triangles. Before I came online, I was finishing up some blocks for something else. There we go. So I'm just stitching a square all the way around just to hold that tab down. Go slow over that zip. There we go. Down that side. And my brain was just in a 1/4 inch away from my line, not on the line. There we go. Okay, right. Are you all still with me, or have you all gone, good God, she's off her rocker tonight and has all disappeared? Just going to tie that up and get rid of those bits there. Those bits where I've unpicked don't help. Okay, right. Now I've put the zipper on properly. And done that zipper tab. Get rid of all those little ends. Oh, I can tidy that up later. Okay, but that's what you want to do. You want to give yourself a really nice, strong zipper tab. Still here, don't worry, lovely. Thank you. You're going to have to bear with me. Right, now we're going to go back to that outer that we marked. So we marked in 2 3/4 inches. Okay, you're going to open your zip up all right, because we're going to work on one side. Now this is obviously the front of my zip, the rainbow side. We're going to be working with the zipper here. We're going to be putting it face down. And what you want to do is you want to put, so I've cut away the zip, okay, away from the little metal stopper, all right? I just cut that little bit away. It helps, okay? So I'm going to pull that back out of the way like that. You could stitch that if you wanted to, but you don't need to. And that little metal zipper end there is going to go on that first mark up here, okay, like that. So can you see there's my first little mark there, the fold, so edge of zipper to edge of fabric, metal zipper end here is next to that mark, and chuck a clip on there to hold it, okay. And then we're going to go all the way down there like that. I found clips easier at this point. Ted, you find it encouraging when you have mishaps, Margaret? Oh, thanks, lovely. Yeah, I mean, I have mishaps all the time. It's only because I practice things before I show you guys normally that it goes slightly smoother. Maria, you're thinking, thank goodness you're not the only one. Oh, absolutely. Maura, you spent all day in PJs coughing like a horse. Now you've got a sore throat. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. You're working at your speed now. Oh, bless you. I hope you feel better soon. And then the other thing I want to do is where that other little mark is there, I'm just going to put a clip just there, okay? Because I'm going to stitch between those lines. This bit of zipper is going to stay loose. What you wanted to kind of do is just get this out of the way, all right? So, oh, hang on. Clip it sort of down here, out of the way for now, like that, okay? We'll be able to manipulate this a little bit in a moment, okay? You're then going to take one of your lining pieces, and this is going to go right sides together. So line that up with your outer. So there's no zip just here. I'm going to take that clip out and clip all three together now. I'm going to take that one out and clip all three together. And that one there. Oh, there we go. And all three together. Okay. I'm going to carry on. I don't want that zip in the way, but I'm just going to use a pin there to hold that bit in. And we're going to stitch all the way down. We're going to use the zipper foot and we're going to stitch all the way down, okay? So we're going to go over here. Grace, sorry you're late. Oh, no worries, lovely. That's okay. You didn't see me messing up the zipper tab, so don't worry about it. I'm quite happy that you were late because that meant you didn't see my big mistake. Right, my zipper foot is on. I just need to change that on here. So 2 seconds while I just change this. Come on, I've got to find the right one. Oh, my hands are so cold that the little screen is not even registering in. There we go. Okay, and then I've got to just move my needle over. So I'm going to stitch down all the way down. I'm going to move my needle over a couple more because I want to get close to the zip but not on it. All right, line up those two fabrics. I'm going to stitch down here. It's about 3/8 of an inch. It's quite a bit bigger than your quarter, a little bit bigger than your 1/4 inch. And I can kind of feel my zips there and I'm getting close-ish to it. Okay, get to the middle, that middle clip there. Okay, and now we're coming to the end, okay, where that 2 3/4 inch mark was. So you want to kind of, again, manipulate this, keep it all together like that, and stop when you get to that point, okay? Now you really want to move, just gently sort of guide that zip out of the way. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm kind of curving the zip out of the way, and I'm going to carry on stitching this bit with no zip under it. It will kind of like slope into the seam, okay? There we go. Hello, what are we making? We're making a little tray pouch. I'll show you in just a second of the finished one, okay? So I'm going to come over here, and when we open this out, okay, like that, oh, there we go. You can see you've got no zip here, and this, and get rid of that clip, kind of gently slopes into there, which is what you want. We're just going to finger press. Actually, no, I'm going to iron it. I can get an iron. Sorry, forgot time. Lazing in Malta. Oh, well, I'm not sure you're excused, actually. Not when you're having a lovely, lovely time in Malta. So I'm just going to give that a good press now. Make sure that lining's nice and down and give that a press. You don't need to top stitch it at this point, okay? We're going to leave it like that with that zip sort of in the middle, okay? I've got to remember, keep shouting at me if I go too far up, okay? Can't wait to see catch up. Glad it wasn't only me. Oh yeah, don't worry, lovely. Okay, so you can see it's kind of nothing here and here. You're going to grab your other outer now. We need to make those same marks. So 2 3/4 inches in this side, just there, and 2 3/4 inches this side. 2 1/2, 2 3/4. There we go. Sorry, you're gonna have to just put up with me blowing my nose again, I'm afraid. Ugh. It's typical. I needed to be well for the retreat and I'm going to have a cold. Okay, so we're now going to pretend that this bit of the zip isn't there. The pouch isn't there. We're just working on the other side of the zip. So that is going to go face down. And we're going to do exactly the same here like we did there. So the little metal bit, let's get that bit out of the way, like that, is going to go on that mark there, like that. We're going to put a clip in, on, like that. We're going to put one in the middle. You can put more clips if you want, but you know, this is enough. And then again, this end over here is going to be on that other mark, like that. There we go. Hi Marion, how are you, lovely? It's nithering up there in Yorkshire, is it? Thawing out after walking the dogs. Oh yeah, it really is not pleasant out there. Hi Mary, hi May, hello my lovelies. So we're then going to put the lining fabric on top again, just like we did the first side, and flip that out of the way. Come on, there we go. Put the clip back on. My hands are so cold, it's ridiculous. I'm going to have to get a little oil heater or something in this room if this weather's going to be this cold. I didn't need one last year. You know, I worked out here all the time last year and it was fine. It was, you know, a little chilly, but, you know, jumper or something and I was fine. But I have to say this year, it's not good. So clip in, and then again, you want to move this out of the way, okay, so that you can put the line in and the outer together without the zip being in the way. So you've got to kind of wiggle it out of the way. And then we're going to stitch all the way down, just like we did the other side. Hi Shirley, how are you, lovely? So back over here. Hi Susan, sorry you were late making the tea. No problem at all, love. No problem. What are you having? Something nice? There we go. So we're going to come down here. I'm just, again, making sure that that zip is out of the way. I don't want it to catch until I hit that point. Like that. Okay, and then we're just going to readjust it a weeny bit. Come on. That's it. Get your fingers in there. And down we go. You could stick this down. You could use some fabric glue if you want. You know, use the double-sided tape. That works as well. But you don't need to. You can just clip it and wiggle it. There we go. All the way down that side. So over we go here again. And then we're going to give it an iron. So we're going to take the pin out of there and open that out again and flip that out, the whole thing, just like we did the other side. So get that down like that. Give that a good iron. Now you don't see a lot of that rainbow zip, but I think you see enough of it for it to be pretty. So I suppose I could have left the zip a bit bigger if I wanted to. If you've got a really pretty zip, you know, why not? All the way down like that. Giving it a good press. Okay, so next little step. Now we're going to zip this up a little bit. Not all the way, about there, okay? And you see this looks a bit odd at the moment, but it's right, I promise. And then we're going to put the outers together and the linings together. So outers together, linings together like that. First thing you want to do is just open this seam up. Hopefully, can you see that? Sorry, am I too high? Chips and faggots. Oh, I love faggots. I haven't had faggots for ages. Do you have mushy peas with them as well? We used to have, actually not mushy peas, that's a lie, marrowfat peas in a tin. It was a real thing that my gran used to make when we were kids. And right, what I'm doing is opening those seams up and matching them up. Okay, so the seams are nice and matched. And again, we're going to put some clips on. She used to do faggots and peas, and we used to have crusty bread to dunk in it. So there was loads and loads of gravy with the faggots and marrowfat peas, the really big chunky ones out of a tin. And there'd be lots, you put lots in a gravy and then lots of vinegar on them. And I still love them. There we go. And then I'm going to put some clips this side as well. Like that. And then I'm going to do the same this side. Now you can see that zip's sticking out. Tuck it in out of the way. Tuck it in. I'm going to open this one up. Just finger press it. Open that one up. And finger press it. I could have pressed that seam open, that whole seam open if I wanted to, I suppose. And then line that up so it matches. And a couple of clips. And then basically now you're just going to measure align all the edges now. Just go round and align them. These could be pins rather than clips, actually. It's easier. Clip there and pin there. Okay. Faggots on spaghetti with grated cheese. Ooh, okay. I've never had that, but yeah, why not? Why not, Moira? But yeah, faggots and peas. Oh, yum yum yum. But I do quite like faggots and chips as well, I have to say. So are they like butcher's faggots or are they like brains faggots? You know, the ones in the little tins. Oh, do you know what? I really want faggots for my tea now. I haven't had faggots for years. There we go. Right. What I'm going to do now. So this is my lining. So I want to leave a gap. So I'm going to mark a gap. Okay. We're going to mark a gap and I want a decent-ish gap. Okay. I'm going to stitch all the way around. Okay. Brains faggots. Oh, best. Absolute best. I'm so jealous. Susan, can I come for tea, please? Oh, got to change my foot again. Hang on. Just put where's my universal foot? There it is. I think I've got sausages in the fridge to eat. The boys have just eaten, so right, just changing back to my normal foot. There we go. So 3/8 of a seam, 3/8 of an inch seam allowance on these. You know, so basic edge of foot on your normal foot. Okay, I'm going to stitch all the way around. What was that? The deli had some there this morning. Yeah, I'm not sure. I do like butcher's faggots, but the best ones are brains faggots. The ones you buy in those little metal trays, I love them. Right, hang on, I can feel the zips move, so I'm just getting my finger in there. With that clip. All the way around. There we go. And this edge. All stitched around all four sides, but leaving a gap. Not for me, that even the thought of it makes you ill. Oh, hun. Oh, there you go. There's a question to ask you all. What would your favourite tea be, and what would your I'm never eating again tea be? So, my husband makes the best chicken and bacon lasagna. That's one of my favourite comfort teas. Faggots and chips would be on there. That would be a favourite as well. Something I don't like is liver though. Even though I love faggots, I don't like liver. Never have. I mean, liver and onions, bleh. Strange, because faggots are quite livery, but I think it's the texture of liver I don't like. Yeah, what else? Oh, and I don't eat cherry tomatoes. Can't stand the texture of them. That popping sensation. I'm alright if they're cut, but apart from that, no. So cauliflower cheese. Oh, I love cauliflower cheese. Moira, is that a... Right, let's go with your favourite foods, everyone, to start with. So we'll go with cauliflower cheese. Lancashire hot pot. Oh, nice. I love a good hot pot. I do quite like a comfort food. Something like that. Something's warm in and like, you know, proper... Get cosy food, yeah. Moira, was that your cauliflower cheese? Was that a hate or love? So what I'm going to do now, we're talking about things you love at the moment. Helen, you're saying your mum used to make the nicest liver and onions. Lasagna. Love it. Love, love, love. See, liver, I just can't do it. What we're going to do now is we're going to cut out corners to box the corners. So your corners are 2 1/4 inches. So I'm going to measure 2 1/4 that way, 2 1/4 that way, like that. We're going to cut that out. You can draw it and then cut it if you want. You don't need tripe. I'm not a fan of tripe either. My gran used to have chitlins. Does anybody remember chitlins? I don't even know if you can buy them now. They're like intestines and, oh, gross, vile things. They looked like intestines as well. But yeah, I'm really odd. I don't like runner beans either. I can't stand runner beans. And yet I love like broad beans, like one of my favourite vegetables. But runner beans, there's something about the taste. Can't do them. Sweet and sour chicken balls and chips. Oh, nice. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, from the Chinese. They've got to be. If you're going to do sweet and sour chicken balls, they've got to be from the Chinese takeaway, haven't they? Good choice, Jackie. Any pasta you don't like, Jackie? Oh, see, I could live on pasta. Love pasta. Made lasagna. You made it tonight. It was gorgeous. Fabulous. Steak and kidney, steamed suet pudding. Oh, now you're talking. See, I'm a comfort girl. I'm definitely a comfort food girl. And you'd think, being an ex-chef, and my husband's a chef, and 2 of my kids are trained chefs, that I'd be a bit more like, fancy food. But nah, give me the good stuff. You have a homemade steak burger. Yeah, I'd go with a homemade burger. Josh does the most amazing smash burgers. And he does all like these funky toppings and all for them, which are really good. So what I've done there is cut out 2 1/4 inch squares in each corners. Okay, so I've done that. Sunday dinner, yeah, you can't beat a good roast dinner, can you, Julie? Susan, you can't stand any cooked veg. Oh, fair enough. Cauliflower cheese and pork chops. Oh, Maltese salmon, potatoes and veg. Lush. Oh, see, I'm really hungry now, guys. Okay, that's all your favourite things. What are your worst? What are something you've never put... Sorry, I've just got to blow my nose again. What are something you've never put in your mouth? Tell me something you've eaten once and like, no, never again. I can't cope with it. Sorry about my sneezy nose, love. Guys. Right, we're going to box these corners now, okay? So there's the gap in my line in here, okay? We cut out those 2 1/4 inch pieces. I'm getting back to the demo now after talking about food. Hang on, I got to come back over here, haven't I? Cut those out, and then we're going to match up the bottom seam with the side seam. So we're going to open that out like that. Okay, and it doesn't matter if you open up the seams or if you nest them. It's entirely up to you, okay? I'm going to put a pin in there, like that. And we're going to be stitching across there. And then we're going to do the same this side. And we're going to do this on all 4 corners. You're going to box your seams, box your corners, okay? So that's going to go that way and that way, like that. Come on, open up. There we go. I'm going to put a pin in there. I'm not going to pin the other 2. I'm going to sew these 2 first, okay? And then I'll pin the other 2 and sew the other 2. Come here. Oh, I can't get my fingers to work. I'm going to stitch across there and stitch across here, okay? Same as you, liver. Oysters are, yeah, oysters. I can't do oysters. I have eaten them, but no, they're disgusting. Can't stand them. Hearts. Any fish, Jackie? I'm not a massive fish girl, but I do quite like most fish, actually. Depends how it's cooked. I really only like fish when it's been filleted. I don't like to see the heads. Right, here we go. So same 3/8 of an inch. We're going to box those corners. Cross that one there. Suet pudding. You hate suet pudding. Marrow. Oh, now that's something I haven't thought about for years. My mum used to do stuffed marrow, in the rings and it would all be stuffed with like mincemeat and stuff. Mind you, she used to grow. They used to have a lot. Mum and Dad and my grandpa, they used to have like an allotment. So they used to grow a lot of veg and stuff. So marrows, yeah. Offal, your mum's to blame because she can turn liver into rubber. Oysters for you too. No to olives, avocado and coriander. Oh, Grace, that's some of my favouriteest things. I love olives, love avocado, and coriander is one of my favourite herbs. Right, I'm just going to come back over here a second to do the other side. You don't like anything liver, don't like shellfish. Your best meal would be cauliflower cheese. Oh, there's been a lot of votes for cauliflower cheese. Lots of you are loving cauliflower. Right, I'm just doing the other side now, boxing it just exactly the same as we did the lining end. So lining up that bottom seam with the side seam, nesting it nicely. And then we're going to do that. I do love a cauliflower cheese, mind. There we go. See, I'm funny because we've talked about this before. I don't really eat fruit. I eat all vegetables, apart from runner beans and cherry tomatoes. But any other veg, I will eat, and I eat lots of veg. But not a massive fruit person. I don't really like fruit. Hard chocolate pudding, they did it in school with pink custard. Favourite desserts? Oh, Maria, you're a coriander soapy person, are you? Apparently, that's like a gene mutation. I was reading something the other day, because Sarah's like that. She hates coriander. She says it tastes like soap. And it's a gene mutation. Coriander is soap. Since the menopause, you gag at soy sauce. Oh, no. Oh, hun. Oh, we eat a lot of ramen and stuff like that. So, my favourite dessert, seeing favourite desserts going up. To be honest, if you could see the size of me, you'd think I like pies. Oh, hun, don't we all? Don't we all? Oh, sorry, guys. I've just really messed this up. 2 seconds. It's all slipped. I just need to open that zip up inside. There we go. That's it. Now I've got some room to box this corner. That's better. Why is this slipping? Come on. Don't be a rat bag. Don't be a rat bag. There we go. Got it. It's because my fingers aren't working properly. It really is. You can't make it. So, yeah, I saw there somebody's favourite was banoffee. Not a massive banana fan. My favourite pudding would be sticky toffee pudding, preferably with a big dollop of clotted cream on it. So as the toffee pudding is warm, it just gently melts the cream. See, love that. Right, so what I've done is I've boxed all the corners. We're not really doing much sewing tonight, are we? We're just talking food. Boxed all the corners, and then we can turn it through the gap. So you're going to turn the whole thing through. Oh, make sure that pin's out. That's better. Turn everything through the gap. So through we go, like that. Black Forest Gatto. Oh, there's a 70s throwback. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love cherry flavoured stuff, actually. Don't like cherries. Love cherry flavoured stuff. Your favourite dessert is a baked cheesecake. Oh, okay. I do quite like cheesecake, but again, I'm not a massive fan of baked ones. Like the New York style ones where, yeah, I think I'm, like a good lemon cheesecake. Right, I'm just getting my fingers to push it through those corners. Margaret, gotta go, you'll catch up later. Hubby not happy, you're watching while you're having your evening meal with waiter service. Stay warm. Indeed, lovely. Indeed. Have a lovely, lovely holiday, and we'll see you soon. Tiramisu's your favourite. Yeah, I love coffee, so tiramisu would be a good shout for me as well. Right. And a good tiramisu is delicious. Okay, right. What I've done now is turned the whole thing through. And we're going to do a little bit of stitching. So, first things first, just make sure that's all sitting nicely. We're going to stitch up the bottom. Now, you can hand stitch that, but I'm going to do it on the machine. And then I'm also going to top stitch all the way around the top. Make sure you keep this out of the way. And we're just going to go 1/8 of an inch all the way around the top. Okay. Lindy Lou, you're going to have a mince pie, but with some custard. Oh, you and your mince pies, missus. You do love a mince pie. Moira, a key lime pie for the treat, and you left it at home. Oh, no. Helen, what's that? Anything with chocolate in it. Yeah, I love a chocolate dessert. Sticky toffee is definitely my favourite, though. I'm just turning that little gap through. I'm just going to stitch down there. Just close it up. If you want to hand stitch it, make it lie flatter, go for it. But to save time tonight, I'm just going to machine stitch it down. There we go. Anything that resembles cake, good girl. Licorice ice cream. Oh, Janice, I don't think I've ever had licorice ice cream. Do I like licorice? I don't know. I think sometimes I do, and then other times it makes me feel it's a little bit sickly. All I'm going to do now is just top stitch all the way around. So I've taken the table off, and we are going to go for it. So 1/8 of an inch, round we go. And we're nearly there. There's only one little step left after this. I'll show you that one. So really, it's not a tricky bag unless you make it look tricky like I did with that zipper end. It's actually quite an easy little make. There we go, all the way around. Tucking as I go, making sure that that lining's nice and flat. There we go. See, cake-wise, I do love a bit of cake. As you know, geckos love gin and cake. But donuts. See, this fabric, if I had to choose between cake and donuts, it'd be donuts. Love a donut. Licorice was your mum's favourite sweet, but you can't abide it. It's a really useful bag. I love this little bag. It's genuinely, I'm going to make a few of these for like extra little Christmas presents because it uses very little fabric. And once you get the zipper right, it actually comes together really quickly. When you're not talking about food all the... Oh, hang on. Just caught there. There we go. Got it. Gail, you're with Janice. You had ice cream in Australia. Not seen it since. Licorice ice cream. Oh, I'm going to have to seek out some licorice ice cream. I need to try this. Okay, right. So at the minute, you've got something that looks like that. However, if you left it there and zipped it up, it doesn't do that nice, neat little triangular thing on the end. Okay, so you need to do another little thing. Okay, you need to put some little seams in here. So let me just get rid of that thread there. What we're going to do is we're going to measure 2 3/4 inches out, basically in line with that zip end there. And in line with that zip end there, and we're going to draw a line 1 inch down. You just want a little tiny seam. We're going to make a little seam. So I'm going to grab my ruler and we're going to measure from that side seam there. We're going to measure. Oh, come back. 2 3/4 inches, which is just there, which is basically in line with the zipper, and 1 inch down. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to do the same this side. So I'm going to go in line with the zipper and measure 1 inch down and draw a line. Obviously use a marker that is not going to, will disappear when it's ironed. And you're also going to do it on the inside of this side seam. So this little seam here. Do I need to move over? I've just realised donuts are nice, but they're too big. But a good jam donut, yum, yum, yum. Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you there, missus. Here we go. We just want to mark 1 inch down on that inside one as well. All right. Licorice ice cream, yum, your absolute favourite. Oh, Linda, you've had it as well. What we're going to do is we're going to pinch at that line like that. And we're going to stitch right close to the edge to create a tiny little pleat down 1 inch. Okay. So I'm going to stitch about 1/16 of an inch away from the edge, just down 1 inch. I'm going to do the same this side. Okay, just stitch down there. But on this center one, you're going to fold it inwards like that. Okay, and we're going to stitch down that bit there. Does that make sense? You're basically making like an M shape. Okay. Back over we go. June, you're going to try and make one of these bags. Oh, please do, lovely. And if you do, post some pictures for me. So I'm going to do the centre one first because it's easy to get to. I'm going to start at that inch mark, about 1/16 of an inch. That's all you need, okay? Little tiny pleats you're making and go all the way up to the top and then back stitch there. Okay. You've had it and you've also made it. Oh, Linda. Oh, you're going to have to tell me about that on the retreat, and then I'm going to go down this inch one here. So I'm just making a teeny tiny little pleat there. I'm just going to stitch again about 1/8 of an inch, not that, even 1/16 of an inch. It's a teeny tiny little pleat. I like that. Beetroot ice cream, it was weird. Oh yeah. Beetroot's used a lot in cakes nowadays as well, particularly like vegan baking. You have carrot cake, courgette cake, all that type of stuff. Beetroot's also used. It goes really well in chocolate cakes. Okay, and then we're going to down an inch this side. And then we've got to repeat that process on the other side. I'll show you what it looks like. Hello, you've just found us your playback. No problem. Thank you for joining us, lovely. There we go. So what I've done, you can see, is just created those little, one on the inside there, and those two on the outside. What that'll do is make it sit when you close it. It closes nicely. We're going to do exactly the same this side. So I'm going to measure down an inch here. Nope, no we're not. We're going to measure down, brain's gone. 2 3/4. 2 3/4 there, which is just where the zip ends, basically, where it disappears. So we're going to do the same there. Down an inch there. And flatten it out like that. There we go. Hopefully you can see that a bit better. I'm trying to make sure that I'm staying in the camera for you. So it's where the zip disappears into the fabric, basically. Down an inch there. Down an inch that side. Like that. And again, on the inside of that side seam, right down the seam, it's really hard to show you because this doesn't want to stay out of the way. You want to go down an inch there as well. Okay, like that. There we go. Sorry, just got to blow my nose again. Sorry, guys. If there was a freeze at the hotel I could use, I could make some and bring it. Perhaps in the summer you'll bring some to this house. Linda, that would be lush. I would love that, honey. Right, I'm going to do the same again. So I'm going to pinch that one inwards and stitch down. And then those two, you're going to pinch outwards. And then we're done. Yeah, I'm intrigued by licorice ice cream now. You've done it. I mean, if anybody else wants to bring me ice cream or, you know, any sort of desserts, that's absolutely fine. I will take all offerings. There we go. That's that one there. And then we're just going to pinch on the outside of those two. So I folded down the line and just, again, 16th of an inch, really close. You're just making a teeny tiny pleat. And back stitch. There we go. And then this side as well. And we're done. This is the last bit of stitching. Just got to trim it all up then to make all those ends to make it look pretty. But I'll do that off camera. You don't need to watch me sit and trim all the ends. There we go. Just keeping that zip out of the way. You don't want to stitch that zip down. There we go. Little's Donuts are moreish. Oh, there they are. Little's Bakery is pretty good, actually. Oh, wrong one. There we go. That one. So what that does, so you can see those little pleats, it means it holds its shape nicely. Just pushing all of that back flat like that. So when you zip it up, ooh, it actually holds that shape that we wanted, okay, which is the same as that one, okay. You want to give this a really good press now. Get in there, give it a good press, okay, and you can see then they open up nicely and you can actually get right into the pouch. It means you can get loads and loads of stuff in there. You know, they're wide enough for your rotary cutters and everything. Hang on, let me just come back over to that one a second, so a little bit wider angle. You know, you can get lots and lots in them, and then they zip up. Once you've given them a press, they zip up nice. There you go. They zip up nicely, and I mean, they're really roomy little bag. Like I said, give this a good press. Get it all nice and tidy. This one, you see, is beautiful. It was all pressed nicely last night when I was pootling around with them. So, not last night, night before. Last night I went out for dinner with a friend, which was lovely. It was nice to catch up with her. I haven't seen her for ages. So that's our little tray pouches. Really, really easy little make. Just once you haven't messed up the zipper end, just make sure you stitch on the right line, guys, and it all works then. But then you've got a really useful little pouch. I like them. Lindy Lou, you'll have to make one now, guys. There we go. Okay, right. I'm going to go and get some dinner after all of that food talk. I'm starving now. And I need to take some more tablets as well because I am filling up again, I'm afraid. Linda, you're going to make... Oh, guys, you're going to make... Are you going to make one on the retreat? You're going to make one on the retreat? Pack the stuff. You love it. Liz and I can get our group to make these. Oh, please do, Moira. Yeah, absolutely. And make sure you post pictures in the Gigglers. For those of you who are new, you might not have joined yet. There is a social page called The Giggle of Geckos. And everybody posts pictures. They chat amongst themselves. It's lovely. It's a really lovely, friendly group. Cool. So have a little go at a tray pouch. I will be back again tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And we're going to be doing an easy hidden zip. Why am I doing more zips? But this one really is easy, I promise. There's no messing about with these on this. You look very pale. I am feeling, yeah, I'm feeling a bit rubbish, to be honest, hun. But thank you. I'm going to go and take some more tablets and get some food in me. Get some food in me. There's sausages there. I might have a lovely sausage sandwich with a bit of mustard on it because I can't be really bothered to cook. The boys ate earlier, so yeah, it might be something easy now. But anyway, I will see you guys at 1 o'clock tomorrow, okay? Take care, my darlings. See you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, I would if I could actually get the thing to end. Was it going to end? Yeah, there we go.